It's Tuesday morning. I'm still a little out of it, but I feel better. I am going to go out and try to do my auto tune. So let's look at this right here. Right here they are as we changed them when it flopped around or oscillated. Yeah, that's what it was. So I'm going to take a copy of that and save it away for after the flight. That's about it. I need to charge a battery right now, and then we'll go see what we can do. The fields are still a little muddy, the fields themselves, but check this out. You can see in this field that mesh I was talking about that they put down just after they've seeded. There's a little black mesh right here. You see the little stakes everywhere where they've staked it down so it don't move. So this field is freshly planted and ready to go. And you can, I'm not going to step out into it because like I say, they are a little muddy here today. Let's move down to where, well, no, we'll walk down right here first. When this gets up 2-3 inches tall and gets cut every day, it just turns into a lush carpet as far as the eye can see. Nah, I had cataract surgery. I can see better now. Now this field is really muddy. You can see standing water in the back of it there, so I don't want to be in that field. I think I'm going to go down to there where that field is a little more along. Of course, this field isn't too bad, but one problem with this field is it can be really muddy. These are almost at the same level as the rivers and streams that drain this area. It ain't but about 2 feet down from here, so if it's level here, it doesn't drain quickly. All right, let's move down to where we want to fly from. Oh, and there's lots of these irrigation ditches, especially in the field, farthest field away from my house, not this one. This one has some. The one I'm standing on and one up there, and that's it. But the other one has lots of them. Those should be fun to fly. I think I'll fly the auto tune down here. Go out here and see how muddy it really is out here. Not too bad here. This grass is up, so therefore it sucks up the the water pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm going to use this field right here. And at this field there are some trees here that are hazard, and there's also a water hazard. Nice little trout stream. I have to come out here and see if they stock it at some point for fun. Yes, I'm back at the house now. I didn't use my checklist this morning and I forgot something important. You think? And no, I haven't made up Chimera checklist yet, but the ones I have are kind of general. This is just for packing up, and right here would have saved me that trip. Oh well. See, I'm still a little bit out of it. That was a mistake not to check this list. I mean, there are more little bitty things today than they were yesterday, and Sunday was just really bad. I knew I was taking a break Sunday before I was told to take a break Monday. We're back. I punched the odometer when I left the house. It's just a little over 6.1 miles from my house back door to where I park here. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm not sure how much of this video I'm going to show because the thing just really did drift all over the place, and a wind came up just as I started to fly, but it was intermittent and there were times of complete calm, and it was a fine auto tune. But me walking around, the camera on my head, it's just really jerky. Got to start figuring out what I'm doing with those mode buttons, because I'm not liking pressing the switches. I'm still having to look down, but you know, I don't have any experience with this new setup yet, so.
Trim center.
And the monkey flips the switch. And I immediately started having to chase the thing. I've been aware that I can no longer hand hold my cell phone anymore for videos for YouTube. I shake too much. Just a reality. So I've known for about 2 months that I was going to have to find some kind of gimbal stabilization for my cell phone videos or something better. But I was really shocked at this video of the GoPro on my hat. I was walking around, so yeah, that's going to make it shake, and I didn't even like watching the video that much myself. So it's not that usable on YouTube, in my humble opinion. But when I was standing still, I noticed in the peripheral where you can see trees and stuff, evidently my head's shaking like my hands. I don't notice it. Maybe my brain's compensating my eyesight for it, but I was a little bit shocked about that when I saw these videos today. It's okay. I'm close to 70 years old. When I was born, life expectancy was 72, so I'm doing good, guys. But let's more about the video. But I am working on fixing this shaking garbage. Lots of little problems with this stuff today. I'm gonna let this one run out, but I don't know. I'll be cutting a lot more of these types of videos in the future. Short. Don't need all of this. The overall tune, the roll took some time. Chased a little thing all over the place. It seemed to me like the roll took a long time to get locked in, and the pitch was much quicker, and the yaw was just super quick. And yeah, I went for all three, and I barely made it.
Well, it looks like it's tightening up. Maybe it'll go to pitch soon. I was brave and did all 3 axes. Yep, there goes the pitch. Ooh, it looks like pitch is pretty close. Had to reposition it. Oh, now it's wanting me to run down the field. Okay, we're going to reposition it way back up the field. Okay. Phew. Altitude hold is doing well. The perimeter I messed up and then had to redo seems to be still fine. Autotune is going well so far. Wind keeps coming up a little bit. Now I think it's testing its current perimeters. The wind has also changed directions on me. There is just a little from time to time, and then there's moments of just dead still. Hey, what are you doing back here again? guys don't like looking up into the sun any more than I do you? Boy, I've never had them get so far away. This thing just wants to drift.
And I was getting a little tired.
Okay, let's get it back over in the field. Let's get it back here near us.
And the wind wasn't as bad as it sounded in the GoPro. I've done auto-tunes in wind worse than this. This one was good.
I'm going to send it that way a distance so it'll come back to me. Uh-oh, we have yaw starting. I took a chance that I could do all three. Because I think this thing will fly about 20 minutes on this battery. That's just my personal opinion. Now I'm trying to chase it down. We'll send it back towards the truck and let it come towards me.
It flies exactly like a DJI right now. I can just push it anywhere in the air I want to and up and down easily by using the sticks. But I want a drone that does a little more than that kind of flying.
Hey, little one. Just passing over?
See how fast the darn thing's drifting? I'll get that straightened out. That's the next step. But it's just weird.
Okay, come back this way. That's a storage barn for tractors. It's not a residence, but let's still stay away from it. And as you can see, I'm still being very careful to keep my throttle at 50%, because if I come out of this mode into stabilized, you better be prepared for it to drop or shoot up. And having your throttle at 50% is the best way to hopefully just have the platform go in from altitude hold to stabilized and stay pretty much in that position. You are just drifting everywhere, aren't you? Technically, I'll have to show you this at the house, but technically our house is very unlevel. So any leveling, that kind of stuff at my house is probably not going to be perfect. Uh-oh. Did it finish? Well, I think it did.
Because I thought it was finished, I started playing with the trims. And you'll notice my trims weren't in the middle because I'd played with them in a different video.
That's a pretty nice altitude hold right there. Now, to get these to save, I have to land in altitude hold and disarm. Oops, I'm drifting the other direction now. So we'll just bring him right down. A little bit less than 50% throttle so we can nudge it in altitude hold. Bring him right down and disarm. Now that should have saved those PIDs. Woo! How much voltage do I have left? Let me see. Voltage. I don't really have my ground station connected because I didn't need it for this. And my poor old eyes can't see. this? Well, yeah, there it is. 23.1. Yeah, I don't have no battery left, really. Okay. Not to speak of. We'll go ahead and take it out of Auto-Tune. I do have just a bit. And we'll fly it just a bit to get it back to the truck. If it'll arm in this grass. Doesn't want to arm for some reason. I think the voltage may be too low. So we're going to carry it back and call that an Auto-Tune. And then I can check the logs and see why it didn't want to arm right there. Trying to force things will break parts. Look at this grass. I mean, look at it. And this ain't cut. It'll be nicer when it's cut. It'll be like a golf green. So this worked. The field. I was able to chase it around while it drifted around. Fixing that. Auto trims is one of the next steps. Whew. Didn't use my Velcro system on the way out here, and this stuff was all over the place when I opened this up. So we'll just put that right there like that. Now I have to secure that box up there. There's a strap up there to do that. And we'll go to the house.
Yeah, that worked real good on the way back. Probably need to do more than one. But it did keep everything in place on the way back, so that's good. I'm going to start trying to make my videos shorter and cut out a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I'll be reproducing in these first few videos that I'll apologize for. I'm going to use every method at my disposal to keep them as short as possible, but let's see what's going on here. This is the 4K video out of the Run Cam. We're going to go ahead and dump that audio right now. And I'm getting it lined up here for the Auto-Tune. Going to have to work on that camera. This is the first time that Run Cam Orange has ever been flown since I've owned it. That's still me repositioning it. And I'll get to the why it's drifting around so much. And there's the Auto-Tune. So I'm going to narrate the Auto-Tune and suffer through all of this video again myself, and probably never show anything like this again. You can fast forward through it, whatever you like. I think it's 10 minutes worth or so. Not quite sure yet. Still going to figure that out. Right there's where it switched over from tuning the roll to starting to tune the pitch. Like I said, I got brave and did all 3 axes. Right there's where it switched from tuning the pitch to tuning the yaw. I did record the flight camera. I did not connect to the ground station. We'll get into that when I start talking about crossfire nav length and stuff. I did have two forms of telemetry to my radio via CRSF and this telemetry that's displayed on the OSD. It is a form of telemetry. I wasn't using it directly. I was just recording it. But if I had a monitor set up, I could use it directly. So here's your flight. Same as with my last video. Fast forward through it if you like. I'm going to put it here in its entirety for those who are extremely interested in the details of this, which at times I am. I'm still trying to find a flight with this overlay on a current sensor that's calibrated, because I don't think I'm hovering at 6.8 amps. Somehow my volts per cell didn't get in there either. So like I say, I'm gonna let you watch it and catch you after this is finished. Okay, it's time to see the fruits of my labor. I've been sitting here making up the video to this point for almost 3 hours. I got home about noonish or so and started building up this video. I started building up the video through everything I went through. You can see here's the story. It's getting long. Hate it. But let's see. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Connect to the platform. And let's see here. First thing I'd like to do is come into the full parameters list and compare what's in the copter now with what was in it when it left the building. Don't want those accidentally being overwritten. Can get them out of the log. That's okay. So, what we're looking at here is from barometer, compass, INS. All this down below this is just parameters that will always be different on a reboot. From ATC rate yaw here up is what changed. And if we look at them real quick, we'll see that we'll just start with roll, P on roll. That is 0675 I set because it oscillated and I cut the defaults in half. Actually, we're lowered down to 0.420 from a 0.06 to 0.04. That's not far. That's why it was flying so well. The eye on that, same story, exact same story. You're going to see that, I bet, here's the P and I on pitch. The 675 I set has become this. 0.06, 0.06, real close. This digit being a 5, 7. So it came down just a little. So it was almost tuned by accident. I didn't do that. I cut those defaults in half to get to that. And the D on roll, I didn't do much with that. But boy, that sure changed a lot. Yikes. Oh, no, it didn't. It dropped it by 0.0008. Yeah, that ain't much of a change. So I don't think I have to worry about these. Okay, now this up here. So this was the PI. There's not really PIDs on a yaw, but there's the PIDs on roll, PIDs on pitch. Yeah, this has more to do. That one changed. Oh, yeah, that one went up quite a bit, almost doubled. Oh, that one went up by 4. Tripled. Added 2. Doubled. Added 2. I like them. So those are saved in the platform. So I think what I'm going to do is click save to file right here and say click. I like them. And we can look at these in a different way. These rates were changed. This was changed. I think basically these 3 columns in this area were all changed. And I don't see anything radically out. So I think that's a good auto tune. There is a big problem, and not a big problem. The problem, I was going to say there's a big problem. It just flew good from day one. It did for me. The oscillations were bad. Got those out pretty quick and continued from there. I think it's in a really good place right now. So I'm going to cut this video just as short as I possibly can, but I don't think if I find anything else, I will make an addendum to this video, but I think right now I really need to close this one and try to keep this short. Thank you so much.